Honorable Commissioners, I will now allocate to you responsibilities. Their responsibilities are not portfolio, as you not own them. You do not own them, their responsibilities, but rather as a trust and burden placed on you by the people of Zamfara State. I will assign on behalf of the people of Zamfara State a covenant with you on your key responsibility areas, responsibilities, and expected outcomes. As I said in my speech, this will be the parameters you will be assessed by the expectation to which your key performance indices will be hinged on. In line with the transparency mantra of this administration, this document will be available to the city and the only son in Zamfara State, who is the Attorney General of Zamfara State. From this moment, your responsibility has started from this moment. Ministry of Agriculture. Ministry of Agriculture will be handled by Ya Oharuna. Ministry of Budget and Planning. You know, budget and planning is key, and therefore we need dynamic, young, agile people that will be able to lead the ministry so that we can take care of our people, because budget is the basis under which we do everything, from planning and even how we spend the money and where the money should go to and where we also get the money. This ministry will be handled by the young Abdul Malik Awakragado. Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Tourism. We are looking for investment. We are looking for money. Zamfara will be on the map, like every other state in the country. And therefore, there's a lot of expectations because the opportunities are out there. And we need to tap on those opportunities. This ministry will be handled by Abdurrahman Mohammed Tumbigo. Coming back to where we have serious deficits, very, very serious deficit, a sector that was neglected by the previous administration, a sector without which there will be no development, a sector where learning, knowledge is key, and that is Ministry of Education, Science and Technology. This ministry will be handled by no other person than Wadato. One also very key and sensitive ministry where we have both comparative and competitive advantage. A ministry that, based on what we have, we shouldn't be poor in any way. Rather, we should be rich. We should be competing with the Niger Delta. And that is Ministry of Environment and Natural Resources. This will be handled by Mahmoud Mohammed. One other ministry that everybody smiles, even when you have memos, you're always waiting to hear what will be the outcome from that ministry, including our traditional rulers. With due respect. And that is Ministry of Finance. I'm sure it's a key ministry that every member of this administration, every individual in Zamfara State will want to hear what is happening there. Yes. Because that is the key, without which nothing will be done. And this is Minister of Finance, and it will be handled by no other person than Bella Ota. Coming to Ministry of Health, there's the saying, health is wealth. No matter what we do, idan ba lafiya ba abin da za ka yi lafiya wacce. It is also a ministry that we promise to enhance, to make sure there is effective healthcare service delivery across board to the entire citizens of Zamfara State. Minister of Health will be handled by Dr. Aisha MZ. Minister of Information. In today's lives and activities, you need to know what is happening around you and around the globe. It is a very sensitive ministry that speaks about government functions as well as government activities. It is also a ministry that works tirelessly in changing the mindset of people from what they used to hear, which might not be necessarily the main thing there. It is a ministry that will do so much to sell the state effectively, to communicate with the rest of the world, not just Zamfara, and that is Minister of Information and Culture. And I feel there's a young man who has a lot of energy, who has also been in the media there, who will, in my belief, will do justice to that ministry. This ministry will be handled by Manir Maazu Hajar. The next is Minister of Housing and Urban Development. It is also a very important ministry because after all that we do in our daily activities, we also need a roof on our head. Not only that, we're also looking at how do we compete with the rest of our peers in terms of urban development. This ministry will be handled by no other person than Honorable Kabir Moy.
Thank you.
Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs. It is also a very important ministry because there's the saying, that is where our royal fathers are key towards all the changes that we're trying to bring, as well as the security issues they are working tirelessly to handle. It is also an important ministry whereby we value the role of traditional institutions because they are key to development. I remember in those days, even in the remotest area, if you have a visitor, the first person that will be informed is the Megari, so that people will know where he came from, what he does, how long he's going to stay, where is he going to stay, and so on and so forth. And that is the first security check of any individual that comes into your territory. We're working tirelessly day and night in collaboration with our traditional, our royal fathers, to see how do we bring back those values that we've lost. Because that was the beginning of our problems in society. Doing away with the functions and the role of our traditional institutions. And therefore, this ministry is going to be handled by Ahmed Garba. Ministry of Religious Affairs. Gentlemen,
silence, please. Silence, please.
Religious Affairs. Anytime you speak about Zamfara, the first thing there was the Sharia state. And we're always proud to speak about Sharia and compliance. Therefore, for our community here and the entire northern Nigeria and beyond, the Ministry of Religious Affairs is key to a lot of transformation. We spoke about Tarbiyah, which is missing in our society today. And without that Tarbiyah, it will lead to so many negative vices in the society, and that is what we are currently facing, especially in Zamfara. And therefore, there is a need to bring a lot of reforms that will include the ulamas, our royal fathers, and the entire community. This time around is going to be totally different. And therefore, this will be handled by Suleiman Adamuguni. Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development. If you look at the role women play, they play a very, very important role in all aspects of life, ranging from the proper upbringing of a child, the role they play in our respective homes. If you look at the general election of 2023, I can comfortably tell you that women play 70%. However, they are not given the attention they desire. They need help. They need to be encouraged. They need to be enterprising. And therefore, it's a huge responsibility on the commissioner who is going to handle women affairs, because our priority is on youth as well as women empowerment. This ministry will be handled by the young doctor, Dr. Nafisa Muhammad. Ministry of Works and Infrastructure. We came up with the concept of urban renewal, and this is also an area where Zamfara is left behind. Go to Gombe, a state that were created on the same day. You will agree with me that there is no basis for comparison in the area of infrastructure, as well as what responsibility or responsibilities the Ministry of Works does in terms of changing the narratives, changing the concept of a modern day city or cities. This will be handled by one of our hardliners that I believe he has the willpower to also direct and enforce what should be done there, and that will go to Lawal. Ministry of Youth and Sports Development. It is also a very critical ministry that is going to empower the youth. It is a ministry that a lot of people, young people, are always looking forward to where they can display their talents in the sporting activities. This is a ministry that is saddled with the responsibility of building multi-billionaires in the area of sports. This is also a ministry that takes the youth away from idleness and engage them into productive activities. This ministry will be handled by Tasiu Musa. Ministry of Internal Security and Home Affairs. This is also a ministry that we put so much hope in terms of looking critically of the issues regarding insecurity in Zamfara State. It is a ministry that we must get it right. Otherwise, whatever plans we may have may not be possible if there is no adequate security that protects lives and properties. And this ministry will be handled by Ambassador Bala Mohammed. There are two key and very important ministries that are under the office of the government, and they have multiple tasks, and they're going to supervise a lot, or let me say almost all the activities that is happening within and around the states. And they are also key in terms of setting policies that even some of the commissioners may not know, but they will have first-hand information before it gets to them. And this is under Governor's Office, is called Project Implementation Unit. We have key performance indicators also, as well as schedule of duties for that commissioner, and this will be handled by Nasiru Ibrahim Juru. Of course, another ministry, which is the last, which is also under the office of the governor, and they're going to work hand in hand with the deputy governor. And this is humanitarian and relief matters, which will be handled by Salisu Musa Safi. Gentlemen, these are the commissioners we present to you. As I said in my speech, we are going to hold them accountable, and I want you to also hold them accountable. If they're doing the right things, we will know. If they're doing the wrong things, we will also know. And therefore, I don't expect anything less from this newly inaugurated cabinet that will serve the people of Zamfara State. Let me also tell you that there is going to be weekly, regular council meetings. There is no excuse. Even in a situation where the governor is not in town, that will be chaired by the deputy governor. So there is no excuse not to have council meeting on a weekly basis, which a day within the week will be communicated to you, and therefore be ready. It's going to be a very, very interactive government. That is why you look at the combination. There are some who are our elders who have the mandate to call us to order when we debate. There are also people that are young and vibrant which we believe they will also work around the clock in order to bring the expected changes we expect towards transforming the state. We also have our headmates that we can sit down and argue and discuss vital and important issues. Before I conclude, our royal fathers are here. As I always said, please remain and maintain that position that God has given you by telling us what is the right thing to do. We need guidance. We need wisdom. We don't have monopoly of knowledge. Ideas are key. We all put them in a basket and then we begin to think and discuss and get the best